When I was in high school, I did some volunteering in a hospital. What I realized was that they were calling me all over because I was originally supposed to be a candy striper and like fill up like water bottles and stuff. But then they realized that I spoke Spanish. So very quickly, this is back in the late 80s. So very quickly they gave me a pager back in the day, a pager. So whenever I was there volunteering, they gave me a pager and they would call me from all over to go and interpret for Spanish-speaking patients. So I was 15 years old, and here I am getting pulled all over the hospital, in the OR, in the ER, and on the floors, you know, all over the place to do this interpretation. And what I realized was what I loved the most was the emergency department. And the reason I did was because it was the place where it didn't matter how rich you were, how poor you were, how, you know, it didn't matter what your ethnicity was, what it didn't matter anything. Your age, your, you know, how much you knew, how much you didn't know. That's where everybody, it's a very sort of, democratizing place where everybody's treated the same. And that was really an inspiration to me of how I wanted to sort of approach my career, was that I don't subscribe to these ideas like, oh, you know, you have this background, so I'm going to be respectful to you, but not to you. Like, I really feel like I love helping everybody. I love, you know, sort of lifting all the boats. It's like that tide that lifts all the boats. So from that perspective, I think that's what inspired me, like I said, to move even from the direct patient care, the one-to-one, to really want to do more, because it was more satisfying and it was more exciting to me to think like, oh, we just implemented a really good policy that's really literally going to help not just my staff that works for me and the staff from the other departments, but all the patients that come through. And that's sort of what I have tried to focus on as my career has progressed, is having as much of an impact, trying to improve people's lives as much as I
love
can.
that.